You wake up every day, you go to work, you give your time, your energy, your focus, and yet somehow, by the end of the month, your money is gone. Not spent on anything life-changing. Not invested into freedom. Just gone. And the strange part is, most people think this is normal. They think struggling with money is just part of adult life. But what if the problem isn't that you don't earn enough? What if the real issue is that no one ever explained how money actually works in daily life? Not the textbook version. Not the motivational quote version. The real version that decides whether you feel calm or stressed every time you open your banking app. Money doesn't disappear. It doesn't betray you, it follows rules. And those rules are shaping your life right now, whether you're aware of them or not. From a young age, we are taught how to work, how to obey schedules, how to chase grades, and eventually how to chase paychecks. But we are almost never taught how money behaves once it enters our hands. No one teaches us why it feels easier to spend than to save, why small purchases slowly destroy big goals, or why earning more doesn't automatically mean living better. We grow up thinking money is just a number, when in reality it is a system, a flow, and a reflection of our daily decisions. That's why some people earn less and still feel in control, while others earn more and feel trapped. This video isn't about becoming rich overnight or following complicated finance tricks. This is about understanding the invisible mechanics behind money in everyday life, so you can finally stop feeling confused, guilty, or behind. Because the moment you understand how money really works, you stop reacting to it, and you start using it on purpose. Money is not something that stays still. The biggest mistake most people make is thinking money is a number that sits safely in a bank account. In real life, money is movement. The moment it enters your life, it starts looking for a direction. If you don't give it one, it will choose one for you. That direction is usually shaped by habits, convenience, and emotion. You earn money, but before you even realize it, it flows out through bills, food, entertainment, small comforts, and silent subscriptions. This is why two people earning the same amount can live completely different financial lives. One feels calm and in control, while the other feels constantly behind. The difference is not intelligence, it is awareness. Money always follows the path of least resistance, and in daily life, that path is your routine. Your lifestyle quietly expands to match whatever you earn. When income increases, spending often increases faster. Better phone, better food, more online orders, more comfort. Nothing feels extreme, but over time the flow becomes predictable. Money comes in, money goes out, and nothing changes. Freedom doesn't come from earning more alone. It comes from understanding where money flows and why. The moment you start seeing money as a system instead of a reward, you stop being surprised by where it ends up. Most people believe their biggest financial problems come from big decisions, but in reality, money is controlled by small, repeated choices. The daily decisions that feel too small to matter are the ones that quietly decide your future. The coffee you didn't plan, the app you forgot to cancel, the late-night online order because you felt tired or stressed. These choices don't feel dangerous because they don't hurt immediately. They feel normal, and that's why they're powerful. Spending is emotional. It gives instant relief, comfort, and reward. Saving feels invisible. You don't feel rich when you save. You feel disciplined, and discipline doesn't give dopamine. Society pushes you to show enjoyment, not restraint. That's why spending feels natural and saving feels hard. Money leaks happen quietly, without drama. You don't notice them until the pressure builds. By then, you think the solution is earning more when the real issue is that your daily system is unprotected. When you don't control the small decisions, they control you. And over time, those small decisions become your financial identity. At its core, money is stored time and energy. Every single unit of money you earn represents hours of your life that you will never get back. When you spend money, you are not just buying an object or an experience. You are trading a piece of your time for it. Most people don't think this way, and that's why money feels so easy to waste. Cheap choices often cost more time later. Expensive habits steal future freedom quietly. When you don't respect your time, money slips through your hands without resistance. This is why people feel busy, tired, and broke at the same time. They space. Money used without awareness creates pressure. When you begin to see purchases as time exchanges, your behavior changes naturally. You don't need extreme discipline, you gain clarity. You start asking better questions before spending. Is this worth hours of my life? Is this moving me closer to freedom or further into routine? Time is the only resource you can't earn your worth. Money is simply how that time is stored and transferred in daily life. Most people don't stay broke because they are lazy. They stay stuck because the system rewards consumption and punishes patience. Debt is normalized. Living without a buffer is common. Stress becomes a lifestyle. People are trained to react instead of plan. They wait for motivation instead of building systems. Being busy becomes a badge of honor even when it leads nowhere. The truth is, the financial system is not designed to make you free. It is designed to keep you comfortable enough to keep spending and worried enough to keep working. Hard work without direction drains you. Awareness is the first level of wealth. When you understand how money actually works in daily life, you stop blaming yourself and start adjusting your behavior. You don't need perfection, you need control. Control over the flow. Control over the small decisions. Control over your attention. The moment you take responsibility for how money moves through your life, money stops feeling like an enemy. It becomes a tool. And that is where real financial confidence begins. Money was never meant to be confusing, stressful, or intimidating, but it becomes that way when you live on autopilot. When you stop paying attention, money starts making decisions for you. But the moment you become aware of how it flows, how it reacts to your habits, and how it represents your time and energy, everything changes. You don't need to become obsessed with money to take control of it. You just need to stop ignoring it. Financial freedom doesn't begin with earning more, and it doesn't come from luck. It begins with awareness, with small intentional choices, and with respecting the value of your own time. When you understand how money actually works in daily life, you stop fearing the future and start building it on purpose. And that awareness, more than any amount of money, is what separates struggle from control.